Somewhere between a flamingo habitat and a hedge fund PowerPoint presentation, a deal was made. Albania said yes before the ink was dry, and the birds didn't get a vote. Yo, picture this, a boat trip, crystal water, Adriatic breeze. Jared pulls up on the yacht, says, baby, this is ours to seize. Ivanka saw an island, said we found it on a swim, like Columbus found America. Conveniently for him, former military base, Cold War bunkers in the ground. 45 hectares of silence, till the bulldozers came around. Strategic investor status, rubber stamp before the sunset. Albanian government moving fast, fastest pen they ever spent. They wrote a law called 21/2024. Said 5-star hotels can go up anywhere, including nature's door. Protected areas, unprotected now. Somebody call the Flamingos, tell them take a bow. Flamingo Revolution, they took it to the street. Pink signs in Tirana, the government can't sleep. EU watching carefully, that's key. We're closely monitoring, Brussels speak for it, let it be. 4 billion reasons why the deal goes through. 1.4 on Sazan and the birds just flew. Albania is not for sale, that's what the people say. But strategic investors got a different game to play. Now Rama steps up to the mic, composed designer suit. Says this is economic vision, hybrid war dispute. Blames the bots, blames the haters, blames the Trump resistance wave. Says if Jared wasn't Jared, nobody would behave. And honestly, that's half true. The global cameras came because the son-in-law's involved. They know his last name. Meanwhile, same deals happen daily all across the Balkan belt, just without the White House shadow and the media melts. SPAK froze the assets though, prosecutors on the case. Fraudulent property titles got investigators giving chase. Belgrade tried his playbook, forged documents, the works. Protest shut it down, turns out accountability works. But Tirana's playing chess while Brussels base check is slow, closely monitoring the situation. Brother, that's a no-show. Imagine being a flamingo right now, just standing there in the lagoon, minding your business, eating shrimp, and suddenly a marina appears with 10,000 hotel rooms and a press release calling it eco-friendly. The flamingo looked at the architect's render, then looked at the lagoon, then looked at the render again, said, I didn't consent to this rebrand. Chapter 27, that's the EU environmental gate. Albania needs to close it or they miss the membership date. Birds directive habitats, directive Natura 2000 zones. Can't build luxury resorts on top of protected bird homes. But the deadline 2020-27, convenient, right? Push the repeal to the last minute, stay just out of sight. Balkan paradox, they call it. Standards high in the speech, implementation somewhere far, perpetually out of reach. Got our money, Kushner name, Albania land in play. Greece raised the property rights, flag minority rights, they say. European Council President flew in, looked around, refused to comment on the project, found some common ground, said full implementation matters, diplomatic translation. We see what's happening, we're just picking our frustration. So what does this connect to? Let's read what's on the floor. Post-White House, private equity knocking on the Balkans' door. Serbia fell through, Belgrade said no after the pressure came. Albania still standing at the table, different country, same game. The flamingo became the symbol, pink and defined, proud. Thousands in the capital, chanting to the clouds. Not about left or right, it's about who owns the ground. When the deal is wrapped in diplomacy, corruption makes no sound. We don't throw rocks, we just read the fine print slow. Strategic investor status, who benefits follow the flow. The birds are still there for now, the bulldozers are on standby. The EU is monitoring, and the yacht is still in port. Let's talk about the coverage. Who's amplifying what? CNN picked up the flamingo, MSNBC got hot. Left-leaning outlets framed it as a Trump corruption piece. Right-leaning outlets buried it or gave the story grease. Nobody's asking the deeper question underneath the noise. Who approved the legislation? Whose parliamentary voice? Rama's been in power since 2013, that's a long run. Socialist party label, but the deals look like someone else's son. Midas touch ran the headline. Furious world leaders want. Which world leaders exactly? One EU statement slightly torn. Greece raised property rights, that's a bilateral thing. European Council President came, said nothing, left the ring. The gap between the headline and the actual press release is where the media manufactures its convenient peace. We're not defending the project, the Flamingos got our vote. We're just saying read the source before you share the quote. L'Affinity Partners set up 2021, post-White House glow. Saudi sovereign wealth came in early, 2 billion on the load. And Qatar entered Balkan project, regional spread. Belgrade, Tirana, Sazan, follow where the capital led. Strategic locations, former military declassified. Governments fast-tracking permits, paperwork beautified. This isn't unique to Kushner, this is how the game is built. Private equity, plus political access, plus emerging market guilt. But here's the skeptic's corner, the war is still ongoing. Iran conflict, ceasefire breaking, casualties still growing. It's somehow in the middle of missiles and diplomacy. A yacht pulled up to Sazan for a luxury resort fantasy. The timing raises questions that the press conference won't address. When the bombs are falling over here, who's signing deals out west? Distraction, coincidence, or just the market never sleeps? Try the news cycle, sure. Somebody counts and somebody weeps. So here's where we land, not left, not right, just reading maps, following the money to the institutional gaps. A former Cold War island once hiding Soviet submarines, now pitched as an eco-resort in an architect's wet dream. The protest matters, civil society is the last real check. When prosecutors freeze the assets, that's the system at its best. When thousands hold pink flamingos in the Capitol at night, that's not bots, that's not hybrid war, that's people claiming right. The war continues, drones above, negotiations stall. The resort deal sits in limbo, assets frozen, lawyers call. The EU is monitoring, we'll add that to the list of things being monitored, and somehow still persist. History will record this, not as corruption proven clean, but as a moment Albanian flamingos interrupted the machine. We don't throw stones, we just follow what was signed. Read the legislation, trace the capital, rewind. SPAK is working, Philip Tar says breathe. We just report the floor.